Alright guys, we're going to have an update here. It's the third week. I'm finally starting to see some improvement and some maturing of my rock. You can't really tell, but I'm starting to get some dark green algae. It's just growing on the rock, just ever so slightly, but that's really good because I'm tired of looking at this white with dusted diatoms. Generally that tells me that there's nitrate, and I did a test, and sure enough I had almost 20 parts per million. It was between 10 and 20. So I'm doing a massive water change. One thing you want to know about water changes is if you're going to do a water change and you're trying to get nutrients out, try to do the biggest water change you can. You're going to want to leave some water in there, but you're going to want to keep as much of the old water to make the fish feel like it's the same water, but at the same time pull as many nutrients out. And I think 50% is about the most that I would probably go. And right now it's more like, I don't know, well, it's more than 50%, it's probably around 60%. So I'm gonna have to fill up at least 120 gallons or so. I don't know how many gallons. So one thing that you can do if you have a big tank is use this siphon. So it's actually for cleaning sand, but all I did was just siphoned it through and then in here. This is some salt water. It's a little high because I didn't have my first cup of coffee, so like it's sitting at 1.04, at least according to my refractometer. The Alveopora, they are pissed off. Oh yeah. Very angry. This bird's nest will not die. He's just like, whatever, I don't care. He'll extend polyps for no freaking reason. My bubble tip anemone's back there with the two clowns. He actually got caught in one of the overflows, and he almost killed himself. But he went up and over this overflow, and of course the two clowns decided to jump as well. And so I pulled the anemone out, and the two clowns were stuck here. Of course you can't fit a net in there, so I filled it with sand up to the pipe, and then I pulled this bad boy out and just flushed them into the sump here. So yeah, that was not a fun chore. I got a chiller. It's used. I couldn't pass up the deal. It's got titanium heat exchanger, but it's half horsepower. If you get a chiller, just make sure that it does have titanium and that there's no copper or anything, because it'll mess up your corals and probably kill all your inverts. So make sure that it's really important to get titanium heat exchanger. It doesn't matter what kind it is. This one I don't really care about, as long as it lasts me 6 months. I only paid $250 for it. So I don't care if it lasts like 1 month or 2 months. Probably paid for itself. So right now we're a little low. Generally you don't want it to drop below 76, but this thing was hovering at 80. And so I opened up the window a little bit. I could put the heater in, but I'm mixing up salt water in the sump. And once I mix that up, I just turn this bad boy on and let it do its thing. There's the T that I was talking about. It's part of my manifold. I capped it at the end. As you can see, I have a double union. That's just so if I have to service anything or do add-ons. So right now it's kind of extendable, so to speak. So if I need to, I'll just undo that union, you know, undo this hose and take it out and add on to it. So that's where that is. Yeah. So right now, we're just filling up the sump. What else? Oh, another thing, because it's gonna take me, generally for a water change this size, it's gonna take me quite a while to do the change. So I just turned on this power head, and as long as there's some water breaking, the fish should be fine. I mean, there's over 100 gallons in there, and generally a typical water change of this size will take me about 2 days, and that's with a 100 gallon per day RO unit. So yeah, it's over 100 gallons, plus I got my sump that I've drained, so we're gonna have about a day and a half of this, so that sucks. But hopefully later, when everything starts to mature and things start to do what they're supposed to do, I won't have to do it as much. That algae scrubber was working really good. I can't see it. Oh, there we go. You see that? Yeah. And I'm also getting it on the inside of my pipes. And that's also another thing you need to know. If you get clear vinyl tubing like this reinforced vinyl, you're gonna have all sorts of sludge build up in there. It doesn't matter to me because it's a place for nutrients to grow, and hey, if algae's growing in there, more power to them. I'll only have to clean it out when it gets spit out, so not too worried about it. That's really all I've got, guys. Like I said, it's week 3, and I'll do another update next week.